out there, you probably know before COVID, Joburg restaurant scene was pretty bland. Like, we hadn't seen a new restaurant for some time. And then COVID happens, and for whatever reason, the Joburg restaurant scene just explodes. We suddenly have Tang, we have Ethos, we have Embark, we have Cole at Sakayo, and just was like this never-ending list of top-tier restaurants. And I mean, it's been absolutely incredible to get to try all of them. With one of Joburg's latest restaurants to hit the food scene being Zioux. Pronounced Zioux, although the spelling is Zioux. I know, it literally took me to watch the promo before I realized that the pronunciation was Zioux. I was going around pronouncing it Zai. Nope, pronounced Zioux. Went there this past Saturday, second time I've been, first time went on a Friday evening. And yeah, let me just tell you a little bit about both my experiences there. Let's go. So Clarissa and I are having an argument whether or not this is going to be too much or too little food. I say too much, she says too little. Let's see. She ordered everything. She is now eating the fish croquettes or something. This is all the food.
So good.
She says so good. Okay guys, so Clarissa so confidently said that we ordered too little food. Didn't finish the taco, didn't finish the tartar, haven't yet finished the croquet, all this, all the crab, all the potatoes. The only thing we finished was, what did he remove?
Nothing. He took the plate.
Oh yeah, he's removed nothing. So we have not finished one thing. Not one thing. And Clarissa so confidently, she actually wanted to order more plates. Oh, she also hasn't finished her cocktail, which she also so confidently said we should order 2 of. She's just ignoring me now. No comment. No comment to the paparazzi. Would you like to say anything? For the final review, ambiance. So Friday night, definitely give it solid 8 out of 10. When we went on the Friday night, like, the place was packed, but it wasn't so loud or so noisy that you couldn't hear the person that you were with. Music was playing, but again, it wasn't so loud that you had to scream across the table. It was like at a comfortable level. I just found that the environment, it was great if you want to go on a date, whether that's a first date or just a date night with Bae. At the same time, if you want to go out with friends, whether that's for a dinner or it's for just pre-drinks, like, it ticks those boxes. That being said, this past Saturday, I'd probably give the ambiance like a 6 out of 10. It wasn't as full. Didn't really have music playing. I mean, there was music playing, but it was, I don't know, there just wasn't really a vibe. So if you're looking for a vibe, or more of a vibe, definitely go on a Friday night. 8 out of 10, Saturday, 6 out of 10. On to service. So this one's quite interesting because when we went on the Friday night, it was packed. I mean, there was not a table available or a table free anywhere. But that being said, there was so many wait staff that there was pretty much a waiter for every table. And so the service was absolutely perfect. I mean, it was 10 out of 10. Literally, there wasn't, if you needed something, your waiter was there. If your glass was empty, your drink was being filled. If you needed advice on what to order, it was forthcoming. It was just like a fantastic experience in general. This past Saturday, strange because the place was relatively empty, but unfortunately there was one waitress for pretty much all the tables on the floor where we were sitting, and she just couldn't cope. So it was kind of like, on the one hand, she was like leaving us to our own devices. to the point that, you know, our water glasses would be empty and she wouldn't come fill it. We had to keep calling her, waiting for her to come fill it. Or if we wanted something else to order, you know, we had to wait some time before she managed to come to us. But at the same time, and granted this was our own fault, they do close. So this is just a heads up to you guys. They do close at about 5 for their evening service. And so for their lunch diners, they do want everyone out at like 4:30, and the kitchen closes at like 4. So we made the mistake of arriving at about 2:15. So they come take your order at like 3, but they take your order, and I mean, they're pretty much kind of, in a way, making it clear that, okay, you need to order your dessert now. So, or, you know, they'll kind of, still be eating, and they'll kind of be there to come take your plates away, which also made it a bit uncomfortable, because it's kind of like, yeah, I get you have to clear, but at the same time, we still have an hour. It's not quite necessary for you to clear the table yet. There is still food on the table. I don't know. It's definitely, service wasn't the best on Saturday. Like, it just, to be honest, if it wasn't for the fact that I just generally give tips, I probably actually wouldn't have even given a tip at all. Okay, so the most important review of all, food and drink. So, no difference between food quality on the Friday night and the Saturday afternoon. Absolutely perfect. Like, the food is incredible. Proper 10 out of 10. Generally, when we go out to restaurants, if there are tapas options, we generally go for that, because it gives us an opportunity to try more things. Have done this both times now at Zioux, when we went on the Friday night and the Saturday afternoon. I find that the tapas portions are quite large, so that you don't find yourself hungry after you've eaten it. We actually over-ordered both times, and were left, you know, feeling quite full and leaving food behind, which I find that some of the other fine dining restaurants, won't mention them here, but some of the other fine dining restaurants we've gone to, ordered the tapas, paid a massive bill, and left feeling hungry. Literally had to stop at McDonald's on the way home. Portion sizes here are perfect. Food is incredible. Absolutely would come back for the food, and would recommend everybody go here for the food. In terms of prices, I don't think that the food prices are more or less expensive than any other fine dining place in Joburg. The total bill for the food came to 900 and something rand, which is pretty standard for 2 people these days. That being said, there are some pricier things on their menu, which I'm not quite sure how they justify it. They've got like pork loin, which is almost 1,000 rand, which is mind-boggling to me. I've never seen pork cost that much in any restaurant in Joburg ever in my life. And also prawns for like $700, which seems a bit extreme. I don't know. But in terms of the other prices, like fairly standard to other prices I've seen. So I rate it's relatively reasonable, particularly for the quality that you get and for the portion size that you get. You will see, if you've ever been on Instagram and looked at any of Zioux posts, there is a drink, the drink, which is also the drink that we had, which is their go-to drink, their house drink with the cocktail with a little chameleon on the side. It is delicious, don't get me wrong, but again, 170 rand or 190 rand, whatever it is for that, I personally think is a bit excessive. Probably wouldn't drink it again for that price. You really are paying for the aesthetic. You know, do it, go there, like have it once to take your Instagram picture. Literally every person in the restaurant was drinking that drink, so do it. It is a good drink, don't get me wrong, but as I said, like the other drinks on their menu are more reasonably priced, and I just feel like if you just want a bill that's a bit more reasonable at the end of the night, you probably should go for your more standard drinks of like wine or MCC or whatever it is. But all in all, like the bill came to I think 1,200, which again for 2 people at a fine dining restaurant in Joburg, heart of Sandton, not bad. The food is exquisite, 10 out of 10. Drinks are really good, and if anybody said to me, should I go to Zioux, I would absolutely say do it, but go on a Friday.